Hey, welcome back to Tony's Auto Works and Off-Road. Today we're going to be working on my 2007 Toyota 4Runner. We're going to be replacing the AC condenser. Now, normally when you replace the AC condenser, you need to relieve the pressure off the system, make sure there's no Freon in there anymore, make sure nothing's going to blow off and hit you in the face. So, basically you would remove the AC lines at the firewall and relieve all the pressure. However, I poked a hole in the AC condenser while working on the front bumper. So there's no longer pressure in there and I can go ahead with the install. Make sure when you do this that you have 2 3/4 canisters of Freon 134A. And so you're going to have to buy 3 cans. That will restore the full balance of the Freon in your system. So let's go ahead and get started on this project. I went to an O'Reilly's DC in Oklahoma City to get this part because most of the parts stores aren't going to have this in stock, and so you either have to order it or you have to drive to a DC in order to get them. Apparently they're not very easy to get a hold of right now, just at the parts store. So when you get in your box, it's going to look just like this. You got your dryer system on the passenger side here, and then you've got all your bolts are going to go into these holes here, and this is going to look a lot better than the old one too, so you'll have a nice little visual upgrade. Now on the front of your AC condenser, you've got the bolts that hold up the low line where you're going to fill up your Freon. This is going to be a 10 millimeter, well, everything's going to be a 10 millimeter that you're going to take off. And your low line, your high line down here, that's also a 10 millimeter. So you've got these, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get started on those. Now that you have your old one out, make sure you keep all your bolts because the new one isn't going to come with everything. So now we can go ahead and start putting our new one in. Now that you have your new AC condenser installed, it's time to go ahead and fill up the system with 2 3/4 cans of Freon. I'm going to show you where we do this. So make sure at this point that you have your cans ready with your top filler. Now you'll see down here, this is your low line. This is the big one that connected to the top of the AC condenser. You're going to unscrew this cap right here. Don't lose it. Then take your can of Freon, put it on there, fill her up. Now, when you are filling up your 134A refrigerant into the low line for the AC, you want to make sure that your vehicle is running. You want to make sure that your AC is on inside the vehicle while you are pumping the AC refrigerant into the lines. Once you are done with that, make sure all your bolts are tightened up. Make sure you put your cap back on. Also, there's another way that you can do this process. It's going to cost you about $100 more than buying it and doing it yourself. You can take it into either a radiator or an AC expert shop, and they will completely suck all the lines in the system dry of any air, any leftover AC refrigerant, and then they put 100% refrigerant into all the lines. It's the best way to do it, but again, it's not going to be the cheapest. So either way, it does work with the stuff from the parts store, so that's up to you. Once you get everything tightened up and you've got all your caps on, everything's filled back up, that's the end of the process. You've finished your project. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please check out the description for discount codes at car sponsors, Precision LED, and Forbidden Clothes. You can also check the description for my LinkTree link. It's going to have the links to all of my social media accounts that you can check out, and check out my other videos. Thank you. Have a good... I'll just end it there.